How's it going, everyone? I'm here with my PWG All-Star Weekend 10 DVD reviews. These shows took place back at the end of December of last year. These were the last PWG shows of 2013, and I was able to watch these two shows this past weekend, and now I'm here to get my thoughts on it. And actually, before we start this review, I want to show you guys a few DVDs I've actually gotten in the mail the last couple of days. These are just DVDs I've ordered the last week or so and just got them in recently, so I'm going to go ahead and show them before I get started this video. But if you follow me on Twitter, you probably already know what these DVDs are. If you're not, please follow me on Twitter, at Zach Brown, with the E at the end, 19 on Twitter. So please do so if you haven't already. But yeah, here's the DVDs I got. I got the brand new Davey Richards shoot interview from RF Video. This is over 4 hours, so I can't wait to watch this. I actually got this off eBay for 11 bucks shipped, so I'm really glad to have this. What made me really want to get this was the Kevin Steen show he was on, the episode with the Kevin Steen show with Davey Richards. That's actually what really sold me on getting this, so I can't wait to watch this. The next one is from Ring of Honor. Paid 30 bucks for this, didn't want to pay for it, but I never knew when and if it'd go down in price and how long it'd be available for. But it is Kevin Steen Hell Rising. I know when they re-release this, they're like, oh, limited quantities available, so make sure to buy it quickly. But this DVD's been back up for the past, like, 2-3 months, so they probably have, like, a stock load of them left, but they're just saying that to get people to buy, but whatever. I want to make sure I had this in my collection, so yeah, Kevin Steen Hell Rising, can't wait to watch that. And the newest PWG release, I actually just got this in the mail today. It is DDT4 from this year. Can't wait to watch this one. I'll definitely have a review on this hopefully soon. Hopefully I can watch it this weekend. The other two DVDs I will eventually watch soon, hopefully, and have a review up one of these days. But DDT4, I'll definitely have a review on this very, very soon. So yeah, those are the DVDs I got in the mail over the last couple of days. And let's stop wasting time and jump to the video with the review of Night 1 of All-Star Weekend 10. Let me just grab it. Put Night 2 over there. Let's grab Night 1 over here. Alrighty. Alright, so PWG All-Star Weekend 10 Night 1, it says right there, from December 20th, 2013. The cover, I pictured Davey Richards, you got Michael Elgin, you got Chris Hero actually turned at the show, Rich Swann, Drake Younger, and Johnny Gargano. Just says recorded, when it was recorded and whatnot. You go to the spine right there, All-Star Weekend 10 Night 1, you got Roderick on the cover there, or the side there. You open it up, you got a picture of Tommaso Ciampa, why him of all people. I'll never know why they put him of all people. There's a disc, great disc right there, the Kevin Steen and the Young Bucks doing the great pose. That was awesome. Steen dressed as that is worth buying the show alone. That's just awesome. And of course, there's the back, you got a bunch of pictures from the event, as you do as in every PWG DVD. Right there, that awesome entrance that Eddie and Roderick do for their new entrance, or their old entrance now, I should say. But yeah, here's a little bio thingy, you know the usual. On December 20th, 2013, Pro Wrestling Guerrilla kicked off All-Star Weekend 10 with a tremendous night of action at American Legion Post number 308 in Reseda, California, with 8 huge matches, including the return of Chris Hero as he challenges Adam Cole for the World Championship title. This truly is a DVD for the ages. Now, Night 1, it was definitely a great show. It's definitely weaker of the two, but it's definitely a great show nonetheless. The show kicked off with a singles match, Brian Cage versus Anthony Nese, which was a very solid opener. Cage just keeps getting bigger. I don't know how, but he keeps getting bigger. I'll never know how. But yeah, him and Anthony Nese put on a really good match. Actually, it's somewhat of a botch where people do a dive on the Brian Cage and he catches them into a suplex position. That actually happened, but Brian Cage actually almost dropped him on the outside. So we kind of botched it. But it's still a very good match overall. Brian Cage pretty much killed him at the end with a discus lariat, almost tearing his head off. But yeah, a very good way to open the show and a really good match. Next, we had a tag team match, Candice, LeRae, and Joey Ryan versus the RockNES Monsters. Nothing special here. RockNES Monsters pretty much are a mediocre tag team, especially nowadays. I mean, they used to put on pretty good matches back then, but the last couple of shows I've seen them on, their matches are just nothing really important or really worthy of mentioning. Candice LeRae looked really good here, figuratively and literally. Her and the RockNES Monsters interacted very well, and she actually ended up putting the win with a moonsault onto Johnny Goodtime for the 1-2-3 victory, so yeah, that's good stuff there. You had a singles match, Tommaso Ciampa versus Drake Younger. This actually was a really good match. They straight out just killed each other. They were just murdering each other on the outside, brawling to the crowd. Just straight out from the get-go, they started beating the shit out of each other. And it was just a really good brawl for all, I thought. And Tommaso Ciampa actually had Drake's finisher on him. He actually had Drake's landing on Drake. Drake was able to kick out. But yeah, it was a very good match. Drake Younger ended up getting the win with, I think, a roll-up. It was some kind of cheap victory. Lately, Drake's been winning with like really cheap finishes, which I don't like. I understand he's a small guy and all, but like the way he's been winning is not, it makes him look kind of like, I don't know. I wasn't a fan of the finish, but it was a really good match overall. Singles match, Johnny Gargano versus Davey Richards. Great match here. It started off pretty slow at first, like the first, I'd say maybe 5-10 minutes. It was pretty slow. They weren't really doing anything, but then it started really picking up a lot of holds and a lot of like, they were basically like countering each other's moves. Like Davey would kick and Gargano would kick at the same time. They were just actually no. Was it the match? Was this? Wait. I'm trying to think if that was the match with Ricochet or this one where like they kept doing the same. I think it was the match with Ricochet. But regardless, it's still a great match. Davey and Gargano, with the holds and whatnot, just really technical wrestling match. Definitely the match of the night here. Gargano, dude, the Larn Dart is such an awesome move. I love the Larn Dart. Hit a sick Larn Dart on Davey. I think he put on the Gargano escape twice, I believe, on Davey, and actually put on like a modified. He put like an STF Gargano escape on him, and Davey ended up tapping out to that. So yeah, that was a really good match. And Davey, just really good match for. I think Davey. Yeah, Davey told the crowd. The crowd was like chanting, "Thank you, Davey." Davey's like, "Well, I have one more night left. Don't say that yet." But yeah, really good match there. Then you have a tag team match: Chuck Taylor and Trent versus Eddie Edwards and Roderick Strong. Another fun tag team match here. This was loads of fun. Chuck Taylor and Trent are actually a really good tag team. Best friends are known as. Chuck Taylor was gold here. He got chopped so many times in the chest, and there's a spot where he tried to chop, I think, Eddie or Roddy, one of the two, and like he was doing like the most sloppiest chops in the world. It was hilarious. And Chuck Taylor, his slow motion like moonsaults and whatnot are amazing. Just a very, very entertaining tag team match here. Surprisingly, best friends pull off the win via a double chokeslam and Eddie Edwards. It's a great tag team match there. Good stuff. You had a singles match, ACH versus Michael Elgin. It was a good match. Elgin's been really facing. Elgin's really known for facing like the high flyers in PWG, but it was a really good match. Michael Elgin ended up winning the match with a spinning Liger bomb. But yeah, it was a good match. Nothing really stands out about it, but it was definitely good stuff there. Then a 6-person tag team match: the Young Bucks and Kevin Steen versus AR Fox, Rich Swann, and Ricochet. Another really good tag team match here. Anytime you have the Young Bucks in a tag match, especially when they're facing 3 great high flyers in AR Fox, Rich Swann, Ricochet, you're pretty much guaranteed a great match, and it was a really good match here. AR Fox and Rich Swann, Ricochet, them just jumping over posts and flip flopping everywhere. They're tremendous high flyers, so it was definitely very entertaining. Of course, the Young Bucks and Kevin Steen have gained the win with more bang for your fuck, not buck. That's their finisher. More bang for your fuck. Those 3, which is a great finisher. And yeah, good stuff there. Then, of course, you have the main event, World Championship title match, Adam Cole versus Chris Hero, which was really good. It kind of started off slow. You had Cole running from Hero a lot, and, dragged on pretty long. This is kind of like the match with O'Reilly. I don't know, ever since Mount Rushmore formed, Cole's title matches haven't really been, I mean, I think he's only had 3 title defenses since being in the stable. But, I don't know. The clusterfuck ending with, the Bucks and Steen coming out interfering, dampened this match a little bit. I was actually surprised Cole didn't get knocked out after how many elbows he took. He took like 20 elbows to the head. I'm surprised he didn't get knocked out. But in the end, Adam Cole ended up retaining via Panama Sunrise, which looked pretty crappy because he did it standing up instead of doing it off the top or the second rope. And, the way Hero landed, because he's such a big guy, it looked pretty wrong. It didn't look good. But it was a good match. Just wasn't anything great. But, yeah, solid show for night 1. But, solid stuff there. So, yeah, that's night 1. Night 2. Here's night 2 right here. Definitely the better of the 2 shows, in my opinion. This was just a non-stop great show in my eyes. This is awesome. Of course, All-Star Weekend 10, December 21st. That's from night 2. You got, of course, Mount Rushmore to cover. You got Matt Jackson Nick Jackson, Adam Cole, and Kevin Steen. Of course, as right there, where it's recorded and whatnot. Great cover. And here's the Spine All-Star Weekend 10, Night 2 with Eddie Edwards on it this time. You open it up, there's a picture of the Dojo Bros right there looking awesome as usual. A picture of Davey right there. You go to the back, more pictures of the event itself. Just looking like an awesome, awesome show. That it was. This was a great show. This is one of the best shows of 2013 for PWG without a doubt. On December 21st, 2013, Pro Wrestling Guerrilla closed out the year with the final night of All-Star Weekend 10. It was a packed house at the American Legion Post number 308 in Reseda, California to see the best pro wrestling action in any universe known otherwise. And now you have the chance to own it yourself. Think of how amazing that is, almost not a crime to buy the DVD. This DVD. It really should be. Now this night was just purely awesome. It started off with a great opening match. You had a three-way tag team match. You had PPRay versus B-Boy and Willie Mack versus the RockNES Monsters. Going into that match, I thought it was going to suck. I didn't think it was going to be that good of a match. But this actually was a very, very entertaining match. This non-stop action. This only went like 10-15 minutes, so it didn't go that long. But it was actually a really fun match. I was actually surprised. Peter Avalon, or I should say PPRay and RockNES Monsters really stood out to entertaining this match and being really fun. And it was just a very entertaining, great way to go off the show. It was a great opener. Surprisingly, the RockNES Monsters ended up picking the victory. I forgot who they pinned, but they ended up picking the victory up. I know that for sure. But it was good stuff there. Then you had a singles match, Anthony Nese versus Tommaso Ciampa, which was a good match. Tommaso Ciampa and Anthony Nese they're two guys in PWG where I think they can have a good match, but nothing will really stand out about their matches in my opinion. But yeah, there's two solid matches here, or the two had a solid match I should say. Tommaso Ciampa ended up picking the one with Project Ciampa on Anthony Nese. So yeah, it's a good match. In a tag team match, you had Chuck Taylor and Trent versus Brian Cage and Michael Elgin, which was a great tag team match here. Definitely with the two styles, considering Cage and Elgin are two powerhouses and Trent and Taylor are just comedic guys. You definitely had two styles here, which really clicked in my eye, especially with the comedy stuff. Chuck Taylor and Brian Cage had a moment because they used to be the Fighting Taylor, or part of the Fighting Taylor boys. When Brian Cage was Brian Cage Taylor. So that's kind of cool. That was a moment to see. The whole thing where they held, I think, Trent up for the suplex, where they just held him up and they kept switching back and forth who held him up. And there was points where Chuck Taylor thought he would give him a kick to the gut and think they knocked him down, but they were still holding Trent up. So that was pretty funny. So yeah, definitely a great tag team match. Surprisingly, the best friends end up picking the victory up. Chuck Taylor and Trent end up pinning a double choke slam on Brian Cage for the victory. I was very surprised by that. I did not expect him to win at all. But it was a really good match there. Next, you had a singles match, ACH versus Chris Hero, which was a really good match. Majority of the match, they were, flaunting with the crowd. You had a lot of crowd involvement with them, just them, bickering back and forth with the crowd. Saying, you heard some people talk, oh yeah, ACH talking shit about the WWE, saying, this is PWG, not WWE. You got some Cassius Ohno chants, who is Cassius Ohno, and, Hero is basically trying to get around it. But it was a solid match nevertheless. Chris Hero ended up getting the victory with the Hangman's Clutch submission hold, and ACH tapped out, so that's good stuff there. Then you had a tag team match, AR Fox and Rich Swann versus Eddie Edwards and Roderick Strong, which was not only the match of the night, but match of the weekend. This was an insane tag team match. This honestly had me at the edge of my seat. This was awesome. Right from the get-go, Dojo Bros just started beating the hell out of them. This was so much fun. Honestly, this is probably definitely one of my favorite matches of PWG in 2013. This was an extremely fun match. No better way for Eddie to go out than this tag match. This was phenomenal, especially with the high-flying ability of AR Fox and Rich Swann, them doing some sick stuff. It was awesome. You had Eddie and Davey. Eddie and Roddy, sorry. They kind of worked like heels in this match. They were beating down, who was it? I think it was AR Fox. No, not AR Fox. I think it was Rich Swann. They were beating down a lot. And, they're doing those tags. And they look kind of heelish in this match. And it was just balls to the walls, action-packed. This was definitely go out of your way to see this match. It was phenomenal. And they had the ref actually fucked the finish up. The Dojo Bros actually got a 1-2, pretty much 3 pinfall count or ending. but one of them broke the pinfall up at 3. And, everyone's chanting, "You fucked up," and the match restarted. Why it restarted when it didn't even end, I don't know that logic. But restarted, and Dojo Bros ended up getting the victory with a diving foot stomp on the AR Fox to get the 1-2-3 victory. After the match, they did a whole, farewell for Eddie because he was leaving for TNA. So that was pretty cool to see. And he drank some beer. That was a great send-off for Eddie. Definitely a match of the weekend. A singles match, you had Davey Richards versus Ricochet, which was another awesome match here. This was great. I think this was a match where Davey would do a kick and Ricochet would do a kick as well. These two just know each other very, very well, and they put on a tremendous match, I thought, and it was very entertaining. Ricochet ended up getting the victory with the 630 on Davey, which was actually really sick. The way I think he did it twice, or he did it once, and I don't know. I just know he hit it on Davey. I think he tried to hit it on Davey multiple times and ended up hitting it for the final time for the victory, then the match. Great wrestling here. I think the match with Gargano was the better Davey match of the weekend, but this is definitely a great match as well. And of course, at the end of the match, there's the whole send-off for Davey. Eddie came out and did the whole send-off for both of them and said, "Thank you, Wolves," and whatnot. And it was just a great send-off and a great moment at the end for that match. And then you had a 6-person tag team match. Joey Ryan, Candice, LeRae, and Drake Younger versus the Young Bucks' Kevin Steen, which was another great match here. I was actually somewhat surprised. I didn't think it would be as good as it was. It was actually really surprisingly good. Joey Ryan hit some 6 spears. He actually protected Candice a lot. Candice looked great. Drake looked, at times Drake was barely even in there. He wasn't in the match a lot, but, he worked really good as well. Just an awesome match. Kevin Steen actually had a stunner in this match. He actually had a stunner in the other match, too, in night 1. But he had a 6 stunner here. And it was just a great 6-person tag match here. Just whenever you have a 6-person tag in PWG, it's going to, especially, I think a Young Bucks and Kevin Steen or Young Bucks and Adam Cole 6-person tag on a show, it's definitely going to be a really fun, entertaining match. And that's what this was. It was very, very good. Very, very surprisingly, Drake Younger and Candice LeRae and Joe Ryan pulled out the victory when Drake Younger rolled up one of the Young Bucks. I forgot who it was. I think they're going for more bang for your buck, and they end up reversing it somehow with a crucifix roll up. And Drake in the another Drake match where it ends in some bullshit roll up finish. I don't know, I don't know what they're doing with Drake. I know he's leaving for WWE now, but I don't know. I'm getting really tired of these simple finishes with Drake. But nevertheless, great match and good stuff there. And of course, the main event, World Championship title match: Adam Cole versus Johnny Gargano. Another great match here. At the beginning of the match, Johnny Gargano just straight up told Adam Cole, "Yo, I'm going to break your hand." And he's working at Adam Cole's hand. And Adam Cole was running away from Gargano. And it was a great match. I was looking forward to this match since Gargano challenged him at Mount Rushmore. And it ended up pulling out to be a really good match. Same thing with some bullshit ending with Young Bucks and Steen coming out at the end to help Adam Cole. But some other people in the locker room came out to help or defend off Mount Rushmore from interfering in the match, but it didn't help. Adam Cole ended up winning this match with a not one but 2 straight jacket German suplexes. He actually hit the Panama Sunrise. He got right up. He didn't even sell it. He got right up and ended up hitting a German suplex or straight jacket German suplex. Kicked out and ended up hitting another one for the 1-2-3 victory. So Adam Cole retains the PWG World Championship in the main event of All-Star Weekend 10 Night 2 in a fucking awesome show. This is probably the second or third best PWG show of 2013 in my opinion. But yeah, guys, that'll do it for my PWG All-Star Weekend 10 DVD reviews. Definitely check these 2 shows out. Yeah, and like I said, I got some DVDs. Davey Richards shoot interview and the Kevin Steen Hell Rising DVD. Not sure when or if I'll review those. It depends when I watch them. But DDT4 just recently came out. Just got this in the mail today. I'll definitely be reviewing this really, really soon. Hopefully within the week, because it depends what I'm doing and and whatnot. So hopefully within the week I'll have this review up. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this review. Until next time, I'll see you later, guys.